I feel like going there again, back again and again and again. Something out of the world experience this was.
I never had this experience ever before.
Being over here in this atmosphere, I don't feel away from home. It's just like another home for me, the best home.
I take back the mood of separation and devotional service of Krishna from this place.
Sridham Vrindavan, I want to seek blessings from all the acharyas, Goswamis, that please empower me so that I can be a part of this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement.
So we are heading towards Bangalore, back to home. But yeah, already I'm starting feeling separation from Vrindavan. I don't know. There's a different feeling that I'm missing something here. I'm losing something. I know, but we're sure we are going to come back next year. Let's see how it goes.
I welcome all of you for this Braj night's special session. I'm sure each one of you are eagerly waiting to visit Vrindavan Dham and receive the mercy of Lord Krishna. It is mentioned in the scriptures, Tato Vrindavana Dhyayet Paramananda Vardhanam. Simply by thinking of Vrindavan, it brings so much of joy to our minds. Vrindavan Dham is such that it is most dear place for all the devotees of Lord Krishna. Krishna performed most of the important pastimes in the holy land Vrindavan. In fact, Vrindavan Dham is a part of Braj. It is actually called as Braj Bhumi, Braj land. Devotees visit this place and actually do parikrama and visit various places where Krishna performed his pastimes. So, folk is organizing Renaissance 2018 as a part of our annual Vrindavan Yatra, where about 250 of you, the folk members, are this time are fortunate enough to visit Holy Dham Vrindavan. In about 20 days or so, we will be starting our journey to Vrindavan. So we thought we shall have something that will enhance our consciousness to appreciate Vrindavan and actually see the true Vrindavan beyond our material capacity. It is only possible when we saturate our consciousness by hearing from the scripture. Otherwise, many times we end up seeing Vrindavan with our ordinary eyes. One can appreciate the real Vrindavan only by hearing from the revealed scriptures and from the spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. So that is the purpose of this Braj nights. So we hope in next 20 days we every day hear and discuss about Vrindavan and glories of Vrindavan, deities of Vrindavan, acharyas of Vrindavan and famous pastimes in Vrindavan, so that we are sufficiently prepared to visit Vrindavan and appreciate Vrindavan. Today, to begin with, we are actually going to discuss Introduction to Braj. What does Braj means? In Sanskrit, Braj means all pervading. And Braj is actually said 84 kosh. In Sanskrit, kosh is one measurement unit. So kosh means one kosh is actually about 3.2 kilometers. In that way, it is about 1,500 square miles overall Braj. That is where Krishna performed his pastimes. And Braj contains the most famous places like Mathura, Nandagaon, Barsana, Govardhan, Radhakunda, Shamakunda, Vrindavan and many places. And the most celebrated river, which is very, very dear to Lord Krishna, Yamuna, flows in this Braj Bhumi. As you all know, there are 12 forests where Krishna performed pastimes. And the 12 foresters are either side of Yamuna. One side of Yamuna, that is eastern side of Yamuna, there are 5 forests, and the western side of Yamuna there are 7 forests. And those 5 forests on the eastern side of Yamuna are like this. I will read. Bhadravana, Bilvavana, Lohavana, Bhandiravana and Mahavana. Krishna spent his most of the childhood pastimes, that is baby Krishna, with his mother Yashoda in Mahavan. The Gokul is part of this Mahavana. And on the western side of Yamuna, there are 7 forests, and those 7 forests are Vrindavana, Khadiravana, Kamyavana, Bahulavana, Kumudavana, Talavana and Madhuvana. So these are total 12 forests of Braj Bhumi. It is said that Mathura, Vrindavana, has been existing since the time of creation. In fact, it was mentioned that even during Satya Yuga, Mathura was present. Even Treta Yuga, there were pastimes that took place in Mathura. In Satya Yuga, Dhruva Maharaj performed tapasya in Braj Bhumi and he received the blessings of the Supreme Lord. As we all know about Dhruva Maharaj, he performed his pastimes in Braj Bhumi. And then during Treta Yuga, that was during Lord Ramachandra's time, there was this demon by name Madhu. And he was actually ruling that place, and he created a place called Madhuvana, and he gifted that place to his son Lavanasura. And later these 2 demons, Madhu and Lavana, they challenged Lord Rama to come and fight with him. So Lord Rama did not consider this request as a serious request because they were very, very insignificant compared to Lord Rama's prowess. So Lord Ramachandra requested his one of the brothers, Shatrughna, to go and see to the matter. So Shatrughna comes and he defeats this demon Lavanasura, and he actually cuts down that forest, and he established the city called Madhupuri, which later came to be known as Mathurapuri. It is also actually known as Madhupuri. So this is how in every yugas and various great personalities have actually spent their time. But as per the Adivaraha Purana, in the Adivaraha Purana, the Supreme Lord, who is in the form of Varaha, he is telling Mother Earth, Bhumi, that what is the greatness of Braj Bhumi. He says there are about 600 million holy places on this planet Earth. 600 million holy places. That is like 60 crore. Imagine we visiting 60 crore holy places, which is practically not possible. We don't have 60 crore days available with us to visit 60 crore dhams or these holy places, right? And when somebody visits the 60 crore holy places, whatever result that you achieve, one gets, that can simply be achieved by visiting Braj Bhumi. Simply by touching Mathura, Vrindavana or this Braj Bhumi, one can get all the credits of visiting 600 million holy places on this planet Earth. That is the greatness of this Braj Bhumi. In fact, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he confirms what Srimad Bhagavatam says. In the Srimad Bhagavatam beginning itself, it is mentioned what is the goal of human life. The goal of human life is, it is said that Dharma swanushtita pumsan vishwaksena katasuyaha. Dharma swanushtita pumsa vishwaksena katasuyaha na utpadayet yadiratim shramaeva hi kevalam. Na utpadayet yadiratim Rati means love, attraction. The goal of human form of life is to develop sufficient attraction and love for Lord Krishna. If we don't develop attraction and love for Krishna, it means we have wasted our human form of life. Shrama eva hi kevalam. It is simply waste of labor, hard work. So this is the goal of life. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if anybody who is serious about developing their love for Krishna, they have to do these 5 important things in their life. 5 important things. What are those 5 important things? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions them in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says, Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtana, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Srimurtera Sevana, association of devotees, chanting the holy names of the Lord, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, staying and visiting Braj, that includes Mathura, Vrindavana and other places, and worshipping the deities. Just imagine, after 20 days, each one of you are going to do this. Sadhu Sangha, the most important aspect of our Renaissance 2018, that is Vrindavan Dham Yatra, is going to be full of devotee association. Starting from the train journey till the end of our trip is going to be full of devotee association. You will get maximum time spent with devotees during this trip. And second one is Nama Sankirtana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says one has to engage in chanting and singing the glories of the Lord. So as you all know, our folk trips are full of wonderful kirtans and amazing chanting of the holy names are going to happen in the holy Dham of Vrindavan. And then comes Bhagavata Shravana, hearing the glories of the Supreme Lord. And there are many classes that we are going to conduct in different places of Braj, hearing about glories of Krishna and from Srimad Bhagavatam. So there are going to be a lot of Bhagavata Shravana. And then Mathura Vasa. We are actually going to reside in Braj, Mathura, Vrindavan for about 7 days. And that is the most interesting point. And at last, Shri Vigrahera Sevana. We are going to worship the deities by singing in front of them, by honoring their prasadam, by having their darshan, by offering flower garlands to them. In this way we are going to worship the famous deities of Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anybody who does these 5 things, they're actually going to reap the benefit of bhakti, that is developing love for Krishna. So this Vrindavan trip is actually going to give us an opportunity to develop love for Krishna. We have love for so many things in our life, but one thing that is missing in our life is love for Krishna. And this Renaissance 2018 is giving us that great opportunity to develop love for Krishna. In fact, in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami mentions that, he says, Dur-oha adbhuta virye asmin shraddha dure astu panchake yatra swa alpo asmi sambandha sadhyam bhavajanmane. He says that dur-oha, even if you are unable to understand, uha means conceive, understand. Even if you are unable to understand how these 5 things, Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtana, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Shri Vigraha Seva, how these 5 things can actually generate love for Krishna, doesn't matter. Rupa Goswami says, you may not be able to understand. Dur-oha, adbhuta virya. Adbhuta means wonderful, very wonderful. Virya means the potency, the power, the potency and the power of these 5 things, that is starting from Mathura Vasa, staying in Vrindavan and performing Nama Sankirtana, Bhagavata Shravana, are so great and so powerful that Bhava Janmani, Bhava means love for Krishna will actually generate in our heart. So that is the speciality of this Renaissance 2018. We are completely going to be absorbed in developing love for Krishna. So, as Adi Varaha Purana says that 600 million holy places in this world, all that benefit we get simply by visiting Vrindavan, Braj Bhumi. So in this Renaissance 2018, we are going to touch the most of the part of this Braj. That is like Nandagaon, Barsan, Gokul, Raval, and Vrindavan, Kamyavan. There are varieties of places where Krishna performed so many activities. In all these activities, Krishna left behind his transcendental pastimes for us to come and meditate upon, so that we saturate our consciousness with Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matchittaha, always think of me, become my conscious. And how do you become conscious of Krishna? By visiting his place, by remembering his pastimes, discussing about them. In 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, my devotees always discuss about me. So at least the 7 days, including traveling about 10 days, we are completely dedicate our 10 days of the time thinking of Krishna, discussing about Krishna, hearing about Krishna. That will saturate our consciousness with Krishna. So what we are going to do in the next few days, the 20 days, this Braj nights, we are going to discuss certain fundamental details of the Vrindavan, like what are the glories of Vrindavan. It's not an ordinary place. There are many glories of Vrindavan. So we will be discussing about the glories of Vrindavan. Like as I said, Tato Vrindavanam dhyayet Paramananda Vardhanam Sarvartu Sumopetam Patatri Gananaditam Brahmad Brahmara Jhankara Mukhari Kritnim Mukham. Like this, there are varieties of description. And what do Vrindavan devotees feel for Krishna? All that we will discuss in Glories of Vrindavan. And we will also be discussing Acharyas of Vrindavan. Who are the famous Acharyas of Vrindavan, like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Lokanath Goswami, Gopala Bhatta Goswami. What sacrifice they did. Why we are so much grateful to them. What is their speciality? All that we will be discussing about for a few days before Vrindavan Yatra. We will also be discussing the most famous deities of Vrindavan, like Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, Radha Ramana, Radha Gokulananda. Like this, there are very famous deities of Vrindavan, and they performed very interesting pastimes which are very heart-rending. So all those pastimes and those deities we will be discussing. In this way, about 20 days, every day evening, I request all of you to spend this about 30 minutes time, so that we think of Krishna, we prepare ourselves to appreciate Krishna and Krishna's holy Dham. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tad Dhama Paramam Mama. My world is completely spiritual and it is transcendental. It is not like the material world. Material world is full of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam. They are full of miseries and problems, and nobody can be happy in the material world. But what about spiritual world? Spiritual world is full of happiness. Anandavardhanam. It increases your joy. So Vrindavan Krishna brought down from the spiritual world to showcase, to tell all of us how happy, how joyful it is to stay in Vrindavan. How it is so blissful to be part of Krishna's pastimes in the spiritual world, Vrindavan. So Krishna is showing all of us what is life like in Vrindavan. Jiva Goswami tells us that this Vrindavan that we see is not an ordinary place. Nobody should think that, oh, we are going by train from Bangalore to Mathura. That means it is part of India, it is part of this material world. No, it is actually non-different from Krishna's spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavana. It is same Vrindavan which Krishna resides with all his devotees. Chintamani Dhama. All the trees in Vrindavan or this Brajabhumi, they're all not ordinary some trees. They're Kalpa Vriksha, the desire fulfilling trees. And the land that we see is not an ordinary land, it is Chintamani Dhama. So like this, there are lots and lots of special things about this holy dham. Second thing is, many of us have habit of visiting different places in order to visit them like sightseeing. That means there is something interesting to see. But Vrindavan Dham is not for our eyes. Vrindavan Dham is actually for our ears. Vrindavan Dham, if you go with the idea that I will see something, you will be slightly, maybe you'll be disappointed. If you go to Vrindavan Dham, that I will hear about Krishna. By hearing about Krishna, I will see Krishna. Hearing about Vrindavan Dham, I will see Vrindavan Dham. That is the right approach to Renaissance 2018. It is not that I will go to see that. It is not some sightseeing place. It's not that there are some great buildings, skyscraper buildings, there are great roads and bridge and all that. No. There are great pastimes of Lord Krishna. Those pastimes that can transform our hearts and make lover of God. You will actually agree with me at the end of Renaissance 2018, you will feel that you have lost your heart in Vrindavan. You will miss Vrindavan when you're coming back to Bangalore. So that is actually going to happen in just about 20 days from now. So I wish all the best to all of you, and please wait every day at the same time that we are going to come back. The different devotees will come and they will discuss about the various topics that I just described to you about Vrindavan, Brajabhumi, and we will prepare our consciousness. With that saturated consciousness, we will actually enter Vrindavan Dham. So wishing you all the best and hope to see you every day at the same time to enter Vrindavan Dham with rich consciousness. Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your participation.
This is the first time I'm visiting Vrindavan. Around 200 boys are there with me. I'm thinking that we are going to have a blast, a big blast. Hare Krishna.
I have been hearing since from months together about Radha Govind Dev deity, but today it was something like, a dream come true.
Today for the first time ever I woke up 2 o'clock just to have darshan of Radha Govind, and it was really nice.
The deities are so attractive, like you just go towards them and you feel like dancing all the time.
We completely change during the association. It's very powerful.
It is a bliss and enjoyment, full of enjoyment. I can't tell this. You need to come and have experience it. This is what.
It's really wonderful. Actually, I can't imagine how much we are enjoying. Right from the grass to the birds to everything, everybody is trying to serve Krishna. That's what we can see from Vrindavan. So that is the mood of Vrindavan.
I feel like going there again, back again and again and again. Something out of the world experience this was.
I never had this experience ever before.
Being over here in this atmosphere, I don't feel away from home. It's just like another home for me, the best home.
I take back the mood of separation and devotional service of Krishna from this place.
Sri Dham Vrindavan, I want to seek blessings from all the acharyas, Goswamis, that please empower me so that I can be a part of this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement.
So we are heading towards Bangalore, back to home. But yeah, already I'm starting feeling separation from Vrindavan. I don't know. There's a different feeling that I'm missing something here. I'm losing something. I know, but we're sure we are going to come back next year. Let's see how it goes.